sticking to innovation despite thorns and thistles. With its unique and rich culture, what new heights will Hainan scale?
我们这款包呢是今年这个刚参加完海南省的旅游善美大赛，然后呢下一步我们马上就要开始准备参加这个中国旅游善美大赛了。看在参加国赛这个过程中还有什么需要改进的地方。
Haikou, known as the Coconut City, is home to the design room of Jingxiu Xubei Company. Now, Tong Robin is working with designers. They try to figure out how to innovate the traditional Li brocade works in this rapidly developing era to sustain the vigor and competitiveness. This has long been their goal.
我们设计这款产品的主要目的也是希望能够让纯手工的这样的礼锦结合成现在时尚的这种包的款式，更多人能穿戴起来，然后呢能让它用到生活中。
Li ethnic group was the first to settle in Hainan Island. In the past 3 millennia, Li people have created and inherited rich traditional culture. Among them, brocade and costume make an important part, manifesting the excellent workmanship of the Li craftswoman.
我们的理念是开发是最好的保护，让它也变得时尚化、生活化，同时能做到让它能够有效的去传承跟发展，让礼锦的产品能够走进世界。罗老师，这个现在织的是什么呢？织的这个图案？
这个叉腰。
叉腰是吧？
叉腰纹。
With an in-depth understanding of Li brocade, the team, based on the traditional techniques, has creatively designed Li brocade ornaments, framed pieces, and other cultural and creative products.
当时的销量是非常好的。这款产品作为代表07年的博爱洲论坛，送给了像比尔盖茨以及像这个一些其他的国外一些政要。
Through promotion, Li brocade framed pieces, ornaments, and other traditional handcrafts from Hainan grow widely known and loved. With the development of tourism commodity industry, how to innovate and design such products based on new market needs becomes the new task for Tong Robin. While Tong Robin and his designers are discussing in the Haikou International Trade Center, Thi Jiang and his team are also brainstorming.
万宁是世界长寿之乡，是中国的侨乡。如何把这些文化跟这个鹧鸪茶进行一个非常完美的一个融合，这是我们今天要着重探讨的这个几个点。
Thi Jiang is from Jiangxi, Shanxi Province. In 2015, driven by his passion about Hainan culture, he founded Hainan Blue Shell Company, which commits to the R&D and branding of Hainan cultural and creative products.
我们当时给自己的这个立意定位就是为文创而生，以国际视野诠释海南本土文化，应该把海南这种独特的文化去告诉人们，告诉这个世界。
With his original aspiration, Thi Jiang began his journey in Hainan. At the time, the concept of cultural creation wasn't popular in Hainan. Thi Jiang needed to blaze a new trail, grounded in the Hainan style.
5公祠是海南文化的一个缩影，而我们的产品所要表达的其实就是海南文化这种灵魂的内涵。
In order to design popular products, Thi Jiang and his team began to explore the local history and cultures. Thanks to a deepened understanding in his regard, vivid images flood Thi Jiang's mind.
这产品呢一共是5套，有5公祠、钟楼、骑楼老街、世纪大桥以及海航大厦。当一个游客把它带走的时候，他带走的不仅仅是一枚书签，而是这个城市的记忆，所以我们叫城市书签。
Grounded in the cultural and tourism resources of Hainan, many distinct products have been made. Such ideas are well received by both the public and scenic spots in Hainan. In 2018, Hainan embraced a new chapter. With the construction of Hainan Free Trade Pilot Harbour, many scenic spots in Hainan have ushered in new opportunities. The ancient coconut village of Lingshui, a scenic spot representative of the Li culture, invited Xi Jijiang's team here to research ways for cultural innovation of the area. What kind of new ideas will they bring to the ancient village? After continuous discussions and design adjustments, this culturally inspired Li brocade series were finally completed, infused with creativity. The Li brocade apparel and accessories become trendy in the market.
这个产品面向市场以后呢，就是产品销量也是非常好的，然后呢，受众群体也很多，很多人对这个产品都表示非常的喜爱。通过这样的设计、这样的产品的研发、产品的推广，能让更多人看到、喜欢我们传统礼锦这么好的一个产品。
In the course of continuous development, Jingxiu Xubei has gradually realized the spread and enrichment of Li brocade culture in Hainan. With the increasing sales of products, more and more craftsmen are joining Tang Roben's team.
我们现在合作的织女的话呢，有近100人，将大家聚集起来，进行一些这个技术上跟这个产品上的一些交流，让这个技艺的话呢，更加的去发展跟传承。
In 2019, the Hainan provincial government launched the Dragon Quilt campaign to protect Li people's traditional spinning, dyeing, weaving, and embroidery techniques. Dragon patterned quilts, a supreme art form of such techniques, have been lost for a long time. Will the team of Jingxiu Xubei succeed in this arduous task and reproduce such marvelous techniques? A homeland protection campaign to preserve the legacy of Hainan and promote Hainan ethnic culture spotlighted Xi Jijiang's creations.
通过椰田手工坊的文创产品，让大家能更多去感知到海南民族文化的独特的魅力。这股力量啊，能成为海南建设自贸区港的一股精神力量。
To make Hainan's folk customs and intangible cultural heritage a strong driven force of Hainan Free Trade Port, this goal has steered Xi Jijiang's continuous efforts to explore and integrate the local resources in Hainan. On his journey of cultural creation, the traditional partridge tea came his way. Since the beginning of the last century, on the dock near the water alley of Haikou, such a nursery rhyme has been often heard. It's a hymn about people from Hainan setting sail for the unknown lands with their vision of changing their destiny. Touching stories about separation as such have inspired the creation of SNT Partridge Tea.
这是一股家乡的味道，这是一种思乡的寄托，所以我们就开始去挖掘这段历史，用我们新的手段、科技的手段、文创的手段，重塑这个古老的品类。
With a deep understanding of partridge tea, Xi Jijiang started to produce cultural and creative products. Can partridge tea, a must for Hainan people after a meal, by means of creation be introduced to overseas markets and win the world's attention? After more than 2 years' efforts, made by 5 teams of nearly 100 people, the dragon patterned quilt of Li ethnic group has been successfully replicated. May 2021, saw the first China International Consumer Products Expo, in which the dragon patterned quilt caught the eyes of exhibitors at home and abroad. From the tranquil mountain village of Li ethnic group to the global arena of avant-garde fashion, Li brocade has seen a takeoff owing to cultural creation. Development has contributed to its protection, which in turn has propelled its development. While building the free trade port in the new era, Jinqiu is also forging ahead into a brighter future.
经过16年的发展，产品有将近12大类、100多种的产品面向了市场例如像服装啊、围巾啊、包类啊、首饰类啊，还有茶具啊，很多的这些融合的一些产品，我们也会继续的努力的去发展礼锦、创新礼锦，让礼锦焕发更多的活力和魅力。
In Nuling's lush mountains and forests, in Wanling, Hainan, the wild partridge tea trees are growing robustly. After many years' efforts, Zijijiang has realized the domestication and cultivation of wild partridge tea. After 28 product upgrades and readjustments, SNT Partridge Tea has evolved from a corner brand to a global one. Zijijiang is making strides towards his ambitions.
通过文创的形式，开始是创造本土，最后所有的品牌是本土创造。我们希望把更多的海南元素跟海南符号让这个世界认知，让更多的人喜欢上、爱上海南。
Rooted in the strong and unique Hainan culture, Tong Rubin and Xi Qijiang have innovated and disseminated Hainan through cultural and creative products, and meanwhile realized their own life value. In the new era, they are marching toward a brighter future.